Hi guys, welcome to a new video, and today is going to be an update of all the things I picked up in the last month. I just want to say sorry yet again because it's been ages since my last video. I just haven't been buying as much recently. There have been other things I've been spending my money on which are far more important rather than just spend for the sake of it. I've got some CDs and only one vinyl, but I just wanted to make this now because it's just been ridiculously too long since the last one. I didn't want to try and do it 2 months later. So we'll get started with the CDs as usual. And the first one's a bit of a surprising one for me. Not something that I usually go for, and it's Elvis 30 #1 hits. I just like Elvis, of course. I mean, who doesn't? Massive icon, and I really wanted to get a particular greatest hits, and I thought this one would be the perfect choice. Good price, it's reasonably new, 30 songs on here, you can't go wrong. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it as well, particularly the first half. Songs like Hound Dog, obviously, All Shook Up is a favourite of mine, Jailhouse Rock, Wooden Heart. It's just a really good collection, and I really would like to try and pick up the second one, which has more hits of his, because Elvis just had loads and loads, like the Beatles, just many hits, so that's a good one. And next one is, this one's a bit of a sad one, of course, David Bowie, Black Star, his final studio album. Of course, since my last video, that was when David Bowie was still alive, and then in between, shock to the world when we heard that he passed away. It was a massive shock. I just couldn't believe it. And then I got the album, and unfortunately it's affected my listening to this album. It's just so poignant to listen to. I just can't really get through it all the way through. Although there's particular songs like the first track and Girl Loves, which I can get through, but it's just too much. But over the time, when everyone's a bit, I'll go back to this so I can get through it properly, because it's just really dampened everything at the moment. But I'm just grateful that this album came out in the end as his final masterpiece, and he'll be dearly missed. And of course, since then, I've picked up a couple of his albums. The first one is The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and The Spiders from Mars. And a lot of fans said this is his best work, and I'm very curious to hear that. I haven't got to it yet, but I really am looking forward to it. Considering there are two of my favourite Bowie songs on here anyway, Ziggy Stardust and Starman, which are two of his biggest hits. And I love the artwork as well, it's very iconic. And next is another one, and I have listened to this one about 5 times now, and I'm really enjoying it, and it's Diamond Dogs. This was released in 1975, I believe, and yeah, great album, quite short, but brilliant. Favourite songs are Diamond Dogs, Candidate, Rebel Rebel, and 1984. The only track that I'm not particularly keen on is Sweet Thing, which appears twice on the album. Great artwork as well, just as much as Ziggy Stardust. Fantastic, and this is the remastered 1999 edition, and yeah, absolutely loving it. I really would like to get that one on vinyl as well. Next one is, this is Prince, and this is Sign of the Times. A lot of fans say this is his best album, or one of his best, and I have to say I agree. It is a really brilliant album. Considering there are 2 discs and it's quite long, I haven't got bored of it so far, particularly on the first disc. Songs like Harris Quake and It. Actually, on the first disc, I think Sign of the Times, the album title track, is actually my least favourite track on there, which is really surprising. On the second disc, it's got You Got the Look, which was with Sheena Easton. Really good artwork as well. It's just a pity these albums aren't really properly remastered and put into like new editions, but I'll still love it nonetheless. Next one is Caro Emerald, Deleted Scenes from the Cutting Room Floor. This one was a bit of a risk take for me, like the Elvis CD, because this is very old school, sort of quite a jazzy feel to it. It feels like when you listen to this, you're like in a cafe or somewhere in Paris or in Germany. Even though the singer, I think she's German or Dutch, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a fantastic singer, and she's really underrated and deserves way more success There are a couple of tracks in here which I know anyway, That Man and Back It Up. And she released another album after this, which I'll have to get very soon, because I'm really enjoying this album. I sort of seen it in HMV and I just picked it up like randomly, even though I knew what it was going to be like, but I'm glad I bought it because it's really good. Next one is a brand new release and it's Rihanna, and this is Anti. This is a brand new album, and I must say that I'm not usually a massive Rihanna fan. I've had a few of her albums in the past and I thought they were good, but this one is really, really amazing, and I think it's very underrated and it deserves way more recognition. It's just as if Rihanna has transformed herself from a pop star into an artist. Sort of a bit like how Kanye West did, which is exactly what Rihanna's done with this album. Even the artwork just sparks creativity, and it's a very each track sounds completely different, and it doesn't sound too overproduced. The lyrics aren't too much. They're very personal, but they're still very, very meaningful and personal at the same time. So it's a very interesting digipack as well, considering I don't like digipacks, but it's very good. And the font as well, it's just really unique, unlike anyone has ever done anything before. And I think the lead single, Work, is actually one of my least favourite tracks on here. I think the other tracks are a lot better, particularly on the first half. So it's a very good one. Next one is a pop album and it's absolutely amazing and anyone should pick this up, and it's Foxy's All I Need. This is the second album from Foxy's, and I really loved the first album back in 2014, and this one is, I actually think this one's better. Fantastic from start to finish, brilliant pop songs, Body Talk, Cruel, amazing, Feet Don't Fail Me Now, Wicked Love, which is a very, very cute little pop song. All I Need, it's a really great album and it is too underrated. It's fabulous and the production on it is really crisp and clear, and I love it. I would love to do a review on this as well, but reviews just take a lot of time. Next one is Carly Rae Jepsen, Emotion, and I know this album came out last year, and unfortunately I wish I did buy it now last year, because I bought this because it was cheap in HMV. And I don't like the song I Really Like You. That is actually my least favourite song on this album. I just think it's a bit immature and a bit too silly. Sorry if you really like that song. But all the other tracks are brilliant. Emotion, Give Me Love, Making the Most of the Night. It's just a really great synth pop 80s sort of sounding album. Sort of like, it reminds me a bit of like Debbie Gibson and Tiffany, that kind of thing. Just great California sounding retro pop music, and I'm glad I bought it. The only reason why I didn't buy it was because of that one song, so it's a shame. And the last one is an album I picked up recently. I haven't given this one much of a listen yet, but I really would like to get into it a bit more, and it's Fleur East, Love, Sax and Flashbacks. I like the song Sax, but I think the new single More and More is a lot better. And there's other great tracks in here like Breakfast and Paris. It's a very sort of Whitney Houston 80s sounding album. Not many ballads on here as well, which is quite good. It really shows off Fleur's personality, and I just love the bold, vibrant artwork. It's just really interesting, and I hope she gets more success. And lastly, the last item I got is a vinyl, and it's Ellie Goulding Delirium. I really want to pick this up because Delirium is really growing on me. I didn't give it a full chance when I first bought it, but it's grown on me more and more now, and yeah, it's just a great album, and I thought I'd pick it up from HMV, and it sounds amazing. It's on double vinyl as well, so you got two sleeves with two beautiful pictures, and you get the download card as well, so if you want the album digitally. So yeah, great album, and I want to try and get. I've ordered some more vinyls, and they're on their way, so I'll show that in my next update. Excuse me. So that is it, everyone. I hope you're all enjoying your winter now that it's nearly over, and summer will be with us very soon. And yes, some new releases coming along the way, like PJ Harvey, of course, which I'm excited about. So that is it, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video and a new view of the room as well. So that's it, everyone. Speak soon and see you later.